There will be 4 stations. One is 30-meter sprint. The second one is 5-10-5 agility test. And third one, vertical jump. Is 3 different jumps. And then Vo2 test. It is very important to see where they at in terms of fitness because they came out of the off season. So first of all, we would like to see how fit they are, how prepared they are for this January camp. That's the #1 goal. But at the same time, to be able to give them recommendations of what they need to work on individually. That's one of the goals to get all the testing information this time of the year.
Well, I think it's an unspoken expectation. We kind of know what the tests will be, but I think it's individual at this point. If you want to get to the next level, you're going to put in the extra work. So in saying that, everybody works individually with their fitness coaches at their respective teams, and they come in and give it their best effort. And obviously, the stronger your fitness base is, the easier playing becomes, and injury prevention for sure too.
We're in our off season at the moment, and MLS, which is where a lot of the guys are coming from. So you don't have a lot of time to get to your peak physical fitness, and so you do your best to work out as much as possible before camp, and then these tests are a good way to see where you are.
The first station will be the speed, which is 30-meter sprint. But we measure the time at the 5-meter, 10-meter, and 30-meter. So initial 5-meter, 10-meter, we can see how fast they can get up to speed, which is really important for soccer. Because we normally don't see 30-meter, 40-meter, 50-meter long sprint in the soccer, but we see a lot of short sprints like a 3-meter, 4-meter, 5-meter. So how they can get up to speed, that's really important. But at the same time, for the midfielders, outside defenders, we need to see how fast they can run for 30-meter, 40-meter, which we can measure from the 30-meter sprint as well. And the next station is the 5-10-5 agility test, which measure how fast you can change the direction. Again, during the game of soccer, you will see a lot of change direction, right to left, forward to back, all different directions. So how quickly you can make a turn, that's also, the significant factor for the performance in soccer. And the third station is the power, the vertical jump, which is jumping, but we measure 3 different jumps. First one is without using the counter movement, so which measure just the strength of your legs. And then next 2 jumps, which is counter movement jumps and then depth jumps, how elastic you are, how efficiently you can jump up. You can store the energy and then you can explode. And the last one is the Vo2 test, which is measure your overall cardiovascular fitness level. Basically how fit you are, that's what we would like to see. So those are the 4 areas we can take a look from these testings.
It's a test that it takes you to your limits, your absolute limits, and I think no matter how many times you take it, you still have that feeling in the pit of your stomach beforehand, but as soon as it ends, it's kind of a relief and a little bit of weight off your chest, and it's never as bad as you think it's going to be.
It's all about mental toughness and also how quickly you recover from the exertion. So I think there's a lot of proponents that go into that, and what you did in the off season will obviously increase your Vo2 score, which is something that I've done. This is the 3rd one in the past year, so it's obviously something that the coaches look at and they take into consideration.
Well, I think it's a little bit of a competition, but if you watch the test, there's always the guys huddling around the player that's on the machine and asking more of him and pushing him to do the best as he can. So it's a little bit of competition, but a little bit of everyone working together to show how fit everyone is.
All right.